How you guys doing? This is your boy Still Poetic checking in from GamingAsACaller.com. We're here to bring you another gameplay. This would be the Indiana Pacers versus the Orlando Magic Game 4. These are 1 minute gameplays, so it will be kind of fast, but if you stick to them, you'll see some amazing things. I found out some pretty cool facts about this go round. In their division, the Indiana Pacers were ranked second in their division. Second. And they're ranked third in the East. So they went in ahead of the Orlando Magic. And you gotta figure out that Orlando dropped to 6th place because of the injury to Dwight Howard. And he went out with a herniated disc. So without their big man, I'm sure that their whole system just fell apart. But I would say don't count them out because Jason Richardson's still a beast. In this game, I decided to take the Pacers just to change up the flow. They have a solid roster with them. David West is backed up by Tyler Hansbrough, and if you remember, Tyler Hansbrough is that star for North Carolina. We have David West. We have Roy Hibbert, the star from Georgetown, the center. Danny Granger, who is their superstar, backed up by Dante Jones. We have Paul George that's backed up by Leandro Barbosa. That's the guy from the Phoenix Suns that a couple of years back he was the man to play against. George Hill, he comes over from the Spurs. He's backed up by Darren Collison, and this is who I have on my squad, people. They are going to handle business. I have high hopes for them. We're preparing for the tip-off here, and I expect a semi-fast-paced game. I expected to go in here and not score a whole lot of points, but score enough that I can definitely keep the game interesting. So let's get it. And 3, 2, 1, tip off. Oh, I jumped too early and missed the jump, but I'm going for the block. Off the break, Roy Hibbert. What? That was beautiful. I couldn't believe a big man could move so fast, and he got a steal and a layup. I told you, we're starting off fast here with these Pacers. I think the Pacers are going to deliver a win here. Just off how they started off here, they're going to deliver a win. Richardson sets the screen. We're not going to let him have this. We're not going to let him have it. I'm sorry. Anderson shoots a 3. This is the guy I used last game. Very dangerous 3-point shooter. He kept me in the game. So shouts out to him. David West into Hill. Hill back to West. Ooh, down to the hole. West misses on the turnaround layup. I think he was doing too much, but it's okay. Jameer Nelson brings the ball down. And that's Anderson again touching the ball. Ooh, block Jason Richardson. George Hill takes it up. Into David West. David West! Ooh, that alley-oop was a little bit too early because Danny Granger was not in place for it. Ooh, with 3, 2, 1. Here we played very solid defense against a Magic team that, they took more than their fair share of shots. Although we're down by 1 point, you gotta remember they took about 4 shots and they scored only on their first possession. So our defense was fairly solid. Part of the reason why they don't have so much of an inside presence is because their injury to Dwight Howard yet again. But they have, Hedo Turkoglu, who's backed up by Quentin Richardson. Quentin Richardson played very well for New York a couple of years ago, and everyone knows Hedo Turkoglu. He played well for the Hornets. He was instrumental in a lot of their success. They have Glenn Big Baby Davis, who's taking the place of Dwight Howard. You gotta love Big Baby. I mean, he played well in Boston for a couple of seasons. He picked up his ring. They have Jameer Nelson, who's a solid starter for their team, and we knocked down the 3 from the corner. That was beautiful. And we're ahead by 2 points. As I was saying, Jameer Nelson is solid. He's backed up by Chris Duhon, who previously played for the Bulls. What can I say about Chris Duhon? But, he was solid in college, and he was very solid for the Bulls for a couple of seasons. We have Jason Richardson, who I'm very high on. He played well for a few teams, and I believe he's going to serve the Magic well also. Ooh, a fadeaway miss. Picked up by Leandro Barbosa. George Hill to David West. David West takes it in. Layup. He misses. But Jason Richardson had a blocking foul, so we get to take 2 shots with David West. Finally, we have Ryan Anderson, who, if you look at the previous gameplay that is up on the channel, he was the hero. I mean, he really kept us in that game. I just felt like I wanted to try something different here. So here's the quest to learn the shot stick motion. David West takes the first shot, and it's short. As I said previously, this shot stick with this game is very tricky because your motion is almost as fluid as your own shot would be if you were shooting the ball yourself. And that's something that I'm getting the hang of, but I'm enjoying learning. So we're getting ready for the second shot. And we do better this time and knock it down. David West puts us ahead by 3 points. Jason Richardson brings the ball down. He's trying to hold on to the ball to get the last shot because he wants to get a high quality shot and not allow us to score yet again. But I don't think that's going to happen. Nice. Good rebound. The ball goes down the court. Hansborough. Ooh, I probably should have alley-ooped that, but he was trailing by so far that I didn't think he was going to get there in time. I threw the ball up a little bit faster than I probably should have. But checking out the stats, we're shooting 67% from the field, which is very, very high. Most teams don't shoot that high from the field. Let's watch this first play of the game. Roy Hibbert jumps too early. He steals the ball though. Very athletic for a big man, and he lays it up. So he made up for jumping too early, and he scored the first points of the game. Got to give the man love. There's that Ron Anderson guy. Whew, this guy, I mean, I'm really impressed by him. I didn't know that he was going to show up in the way that he did, but he did, and he continues to show up. He's a three-point threat, and I think that any person that's looking to draft a fantasy team to play on this game should draft him. If not as your starter, definitely as a solid backup, because he's proven himself to be just as good quality as Matt Barnes has been in previous gameplays for the Los Angeles Lakers, coming off the bench, providing good points and good minutes. And Jason Richardson, he's backed up by JJ Redick, who's another solid person who provides good points off the bench. So Orlando has a solid bench that might keep them in the series. Bringing the ball up, we're looking at the defense, we're setting it up. Look at Roy Hibbert going against Big Baby Davis. Roy Hibbert has no business dribbling the ball, but he's doing it. And look, that's what dribbling a lot gets you, especially for a big man. Gets your pockets picked. And I mean, I wanted to yell, get my hand out that pocket, but, you know, I didn't think it was the right thing to do. Jermaine Nelson pulls up for the three, knocks it down, and he ties the game. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Roy Hibbert inbounds to George Hill. Hill throws it in to Danny Granger. Granger dribbles, and he started to drive to the hole, but I think he missed his mark there. He drives to the hole again, off the backboard, 14 seconds on the clock, scores the two. We're up 8-6, and we're going to carry that into the fourth quarter. Let's play some solid defense. Turkoglu brings the ball up. He's probably going to try to set up for a last-second three-pointer because that's what Turkoglu does. You see, he stopped, about to pop, but couldn't. And there's that Anderson dude trying to put themselves ahead in the game by 1 point, but it did not work. So Indiana Pacers, which I picked, and I said that I will win with them this game, are up 8-6 going into the fourth quarter. We're playing not super solid defense, but solid enough. We're scoring points in the ways we need to score points, and we're going into the final quarter exactly where we need to be. So I want you guys to do me a favor. Like, favorite, subscribe to the channel, comment below the video, tell us some things that you may want to see later, a couple of games you think may be worthwhile putting together, and we'll see what we can do. Follow us up on Twitter at GIACDOTCOM. If you have videos, send them to us at bids@gamingasappalling.com. And be sure to tell your friends about these gameplays because they may want to see them as well. Big Baby Davis has the ball. He has no business dribbling. He passes to Turkoglu. They're wasting clock. They're wasting precious clock time. Ooh, but Turkoglu makes it. He makes it happen. He knocks that shot down and ties the game. I don't really want to waste the precious time that they're wasting, but I may do so. Nice steal by JJ Redick. I told you, watch out for that kid. JJ Redick off the bench, providing quality gameplay. They're holding the ball for a final shot. If they take a shot, if they whittle it down and take a shot, ooh, Granger comes up big. Take the ball down, Granger to the hole, and he scores with 0.1 seconds on the clock. We're ahead by 2. Now we just need solid defense to ensure that we win this game. We don't need to give away a three-pointer. Redick shoots. He misses the 3, and we win the game with the final score of 10-8. And like I said, I really expected the Pacers to pull this game out, not just because I'm playing with them, but I think they may have a little bit of a more quality team here just because they're missing Dwight Howard for the Magic, and with him not being available, the inside is wide open. Danny Granger is there to ensure that that inside is wide open. I want to thank you guys for checking out the gameplays, and I hope you guys really enjoy what you're seeing. We're going to sit here and check out the Jordan player of the game, which happens to be Danny Granger. And we're going to check out the highlights, which in my opinion are amazing highlights. Look at that. He drives to the hole, stops, switches hands. Boom. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. He is your Jordan player of the game. From me to you, thanks again. Peace, people.